Hey, welcome to Brunch with Brian today. Today I thought I'd go out into the yard and kind of walk around a little bit. So today is actually National Evaluate Your Life Day. So that's kind of interesting. So how do there's a lot of components in your life. There's a lot of aspects to your life. And obviously one of the things we talk about all the time is real estate investing. So your real estate career is just one part of your overall life. So I do want you to evaluate that. And it comes down to KPIs. So look at, when you're evaluating your real estate, think about what's my KPIs. I mean, what are my key performance indicators that will tell me whether I'm on the right track for success or not. And I'll tell you right now that it comes down to phone calls because real estate is a heavy phone call business. We do a lot of phone calls in real estate, and that's pretty much how you figure out if you got a deal or not. Is call people up on the phone. So you got to have. If you want my favorite KPI, come here, Willow. If you want my favorite KPI, it's 15 to 20 calls per week. Sometimes people will ask you to make more than that, 25 calls a week. How many calls can you make a week? All right. Now I want at least 10 of these calls to be with sellers. So in the beginning, when you're first starting off, you need to talk to more sellers until you get deals going. Then eventually you're going to talk to a lot of buyers. So pretty soon you're going to be talking to buyers. But right now I want you talking to sellers in the beginning. So you're talking to 10 sellers a week. Okay, that's what I want you to shoot for. Try to talk to 10 sellers per week. And if you can do that, that is pretty much your main KPI. If you're talking to 10 sellers a week, that's going to be a lot of people that you can screen out. Now that's 40 sellers in a month, right? So that's a lot. So if you actually talk to 40 sellers a month, and there's a difference between an opening call and a closing call. So I want you to do opening calls with people. That's your FSBO opening call script, your listing realtor opening call script, and your landlord opening call script, and your off-market property opening call script. So you can make some of those as part of your 15 to 20 calls per week. But I definitely want closing calls in there. So closing calls is, when you're making your money. Hopefully some of your opening calls lead right into closing calls. Sometimes it works out that way. So I want you to evaluate your life, not just your real estate, but your real estate. The main thing is KPIs. Now, can we apply KPIs to other aspects of our life? Yes. And I want you to. So I want you to start thinking about, your relationships. Let's face it. Think about your primary relationship, your relationship with your spouse. Okay, so that's obviously a big one. And whatever, I want you to have your happiness is really affected by that primary relationship. So that is the one thing I really want you to evaluate is how well you're doing on your primary relationship, if you have one. And if you do, I want you to really be focused on the other person's needs. All right. Now, a lot of times in relationships, you get a little bit self-centered and like, well, what are my needs, and are my needs getting met? So I want you guys to, think about the other person's needs and meeting their needs to the best of your ability, especially if they're in need. Sometimes people are going through rough times and you really want to be able to help them out. So what's your KPIs for your relationship? Well, one of our KPIs is we hug every time we leave each other. Okay, that sounds like a silly little one, but that's really important to me. So every time, even if Lynette's like just running in and out and she's always running, I'll say, honey, wait, give me a hug, give me a hug. So we always do hugs, when we see each other and when we say goodbye. So that's a big one for us. And that just keeps us a little bit more physically intimate. And, we try to kiss too. So think about your relationship and what the other person needs and what you need and how you are sort of fulfilling each other's needs here. Okay, so now and then now you have other relationships, obviously other family relationships that you're working with. So think about those. Obviously that's a big thing. And then also I want you to think about your regular job. If you have another income stream, I want you to be thinking about your KPIs for that. Just use that concept. Now, if you never really thought about KPIs and you've never really used that concept, this is a good time to start. It's a good time to start thinking about applying KPIs, not just to real estate. And today, since today is Evaluate Your Life Day, it's a perfect day to start thinking, okay, what KPIs can I apply? And especially if you're having challenges in a relationship with somebody in particular, give it some thought. Think about what KPIs could you do with that person, to have a better relationship, to build a better relationship. Because I want you guys to be happy. You don't want to just make money. Money does not lead to happiness if you don't have good relationships. So that's the key. I want you to think about all aspects of your life when we're evaluating your life, and that includes spiritual. And so think about your spiritual life. Think about your family life. Think about your social life. Do you have friends? Would you benefit from more friends? Meet some more people who are in real estate. Real estate people are fun, and if you meet people in real estate, that can always lead to deals as well. So that's exciting. So think about your social. Do you have a good social outlets? And think about family, social, your work life, and your spiritual life. And so line those things up and try to write KPIs for those today. That would be an interesting exercise, to have KPIs for your different areas of your life, just to monitor and see how you're doing on a regular basis. All right, so guys, I just was gonna give you a short one today, kind of wander around a little bit in the backyard, a little bit different. Hey, good morning, Robert. Good morning, Caleb. How you guys doing? And Lee says good morning, and Charles is here, and Nick, hey, awesome. Hug everyone. All right, I gotta highlight that one. That's a good one to say, Nick. Hug everyone. Yes, I'm a big hugger myself. If you guys have been to our live events, you know that I'm a big hugger too. So all good stuff. KPIs are great. Helps you find where you're having challenges. Yes, so that's great, guys. Hello. Hey, good morning. B, I haven't seen you here in a while. That's awesome to have you here. And Nick, and that's great. So I love having you guys make comments. Robert, have a great day, everybody. You guys love your emojis. I love them too. So, guys, great stuff. I am happy to share every day with you on. All right, remember, I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Brunch with Brian every in the morning. So I love sharing this time with you guys. And our affirmation for today is I use KPIs in life. Okay, 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I use KPIs in life. I use KPIs in life. I use KPIs in life. Yes, not just business, but life too. So, guys, great. I love spending time with you, and I will see you back here tomorrow at the same time. Until then, I want you to keep doing what? Expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple, and taking action.